Hi everybody, I'm Tara from Crooked Row, and today we're gonna store our onions. I had originally planned on braiding the onions, but I actually waited too long, and I just didn't feel, even if I put in twine with the onions as I braided them, I just didn't feel safe, and I really didn't want to come into storage or in my kitchen and see an onion like dropped and bruised and rotted on the floor. So I'm not braiding those this year. I did braid garlic again, and we actually have a video down below that we'll link to, so in case you don't know how to braid garlic. Super easy. I love braiding my garlic, and I love to hang at least one braid every year in the kitchen. It just looks really good. So you want ventilation in your onion storage, and you want, like I use, today we're gonna use mesh jute bags or burlap. It looks like burlap. Ours is actually jute. It doesn't matter. Burlap will work just great too. And so you want to make sure it has plenty of air circulation, because I mean onions tend to rot, and you'll want to go ahead and organize your onions, because you know, your sweeter varieties, like I grow Walla Walla, they'll tend to go bad before like a yellow onion will. So make sure that your storage onions, you don't use those first. I have to be honest though, our storage onion, or our sweet onions, last a really long time, like way longer than they're supposed to. So, I mean, I think we had our sweet onions for almost 9 months last year. I know people who have it for almost a year. But the convention says that, you know, you use those first. So it is smarter because there is more sugar in those. So what you do is you clip your tops. You can go ahead and clip the roots too. Just make sure that they're nice and clean. Like if you still have the papery covers that have dirt on them, you kind of want to pull those off unless there's nothing underneath. I mean, I've had a couple of those. If you find that they're just not curing, just use them. So I'll have another video on that too, because there are things that you can do, but today is onion storage. And so today we're going to go ahead and pack them in, not too much. We might look like we're doing a lot in each bag. I think we have, what, Christopher, 200 pounds, 250 pounds of, yeah. We got about 250 pounds of onions. So, I mean, and we have really big burlap sacks. So, and we're gonna hang those. If you can't hang yours, just somewhere where it can be dark, cool, and ventilated. And so you'll want to be careful, you know, if you're putting them in storage with other things that are stored too, like there's always, you know, don't put them near potatoes, don't put them near apples, you know, things like that. But I just feel like some things are so overcomplicated. This isn't complicated. We're just trimming the top, trimming the bottom, packing them away. And we're just gonna hang them in a cool spot that's relatively dark. It's not pitch black, but it's not as sunny as somewhere else could be. So let's get started. Well, here is 4 bags of onions. Christopher, are these about 75 pounds a piece?
These ones are probably about 75 pounds a piece. These ones I'd say are like 115, 120. Okay,
so we got a lot of onions. And we use a lot of onions. But as you can see, it's just in a mesh bag. They're not overly stuffed. And we keep these in our utility room, where it's nice and cool. It's a little bit below ground, but it's not, definitely not a basement. there you have it. So we're getting ready. Christopher actually, as we speak, is putting the sacks of onions away. It's such a great feeling to know that you have done something to help your family survive through the winter. But if something did happen, we all know of things that happened in the past few years where I don't think anybody was starving through that whole issue, but I think that we all started having issues getting a hold of things, and it just kind of made us realize it would be helpful to be more self-sufficient. And so this was a super easy process. Our onion load was stellar this year. So if we can store our onions, anybody can. Thanks. Bye.